Hi and welcome to this edition of Out the Box. My name's Paul. Today we're going to have a look at what is in this box. This is the TP-Link C540V, varifocal camera. It's a 4 megapixel camera. Love the Viggy range, so many options, 3 years warranty. Not meant to be a big technical overview here, but it is to show you what you get in the box. So let's have a little look at all the items you get. Let's just go through all the pieces of paperwork first. Because those are probably the ones that you probably won't even look at. So you're going to get a limited warranty sticker, piece of paper there. You are going to get a software license, piece of paper. You are going to get your quick start guide. Quick start guide is pretty big and it walks you through all the different things that you can find on the camera, the mounting options and the NVR option. So that is actually fairly useful and pretty simple to follow. You're also going to get a small drill guide there of how to mount and connect up the bracket. You are going to get two small fixing screws there and you're going to get a bigger packet of plugs or lugs and screws there to be able to mount this onto your wall or your hard surface. You are going to get a waterproof connector that will cover over your Ethernet cable and allow you to connect that. We'll show you how those all fit together in a moment. And you are also going to get, let me just take this off the back of here, the mounting bracket, the wall mounting bracket there for you. All right, which I'll again show you how it all goes together. And then also the camera itself. So like I said, this is a 4 megapixel, it's IP66 rated, I believe, fully outdoors. It is plastic construction, hardened plastic, but should be pretty good with a 3 years warranty. This is a color camera. It has two lenses, which I'll show you in a moment. The idea being that one can be zoomed in and then quickly changed. So they call it a zero lag on the zoom, being the fact that one lens can be used in the zoom in feature and then it will quickly switch the picture over to the zoom in. It also is used to collect quite a slightly better camera or photo image as well at the same time. So let me just show you around the actual camera at the front. All right, so right there you should be able to see. So along the bottom we've got our IR sensors and we've also got our light LEDs. So the idea that many camera providers like this have got at the moment is color night vision. The idea that we're used to, that sort of grey pink color from infrared. Well, how about if actually as the object comes closer we turn on some high intensity LEDs and we actually now can obviously lighten up the area and we can view in color. So then we have our two lenses here at the front, which give us the ability to combine a better quality picture. This is a two-way audio device, so you can talk back through it. And let me turn that round. There we go. You can see the speaker in the back. This is a pan and tilt as well as a zoom, so you can see that we've got this movement. We also have this movement. I'll show you because I've taken the cover off there, but we have a full movement like this as well. And it is a track system, so this can be set up to track smart objects, so like a car or a person or animal. All right, and it will then lock on, and as that object moves it will actually follow and trace along. These cameras can be used with an NVR, a network video recorder, so i.e. full recording with good long playbacks, so a device that you're going to have a hard drive in, or they can do on storage recording. So you'll see I've taken the cover off here. You get this cover on here normally that when it comes out of the box, it will go on there. All right, but in here allows us to put our SD card. All right, and you'll see in there is our small little reset hole as well. So a versatile camera because obviously we can record on the camera or we could choose to have an NVR. These are call home recordings. So they'll work on things with carrier grade NATs or on Starlink, and they'll work on 4G connections if you have a 4G router because they call out to the central recorder. So you can have a piece of software on your phone, all right, and get alerts from what's happening. So let me just show you what else we've got. So the idea is that the camera is going to be slung mount like this. We've got our ceiling bracket that we talked about earlier. So you're going to mount that onto the wall. You're going to feed your cables through the back of this, which I should talk to you a little bit about in a moment. All right, and then this is going to just clip into place. You're going to use those 2 small screws that they were provided with here, and those are going to screw into the sides to hold that in place. And now we have our camera mounted, obviously giving it good movability like this, and out comes our cables. Now at this end, these are designed to be PoE powered, so as you notice in the box there was no power pack. So TP-Link do a number of NVRs, network video recorders. One has a multiple port switch in it that's PoE, and then these can be hardwired back to it. Alternatively, you can use a 12-volt power pack as well. So let me just show you, get the 2 cables there. This is obviously your RJ45 for PoE, or at least your Ethernet connection, because this is not the wireless model. And that's your option there for your 12-volt power in. You are going to feed your Ethernet cable through the wall, all right, and then up through this item, all right, which is your bung and final housing, if you like. And this is then going to fit over the end here, all right, clip into place, and everything's sealed in. You should be able to get your RJ45 connector already through there. So you'll have noticed that if you're going to mount this on the outside of a building, you've probably got to have either just the Ethernet cable coming through, or you're going to make a fairly big hole to be able to pass both of these through. You'll see on the back of the bracket here that you have an option to be able to bring the cable straight down, or you could obviously have brought it straight through. If you do mount this outside, I would recommend that you make sure there's a loop in it, so something like this, all right, and then go off through the wall. Why would you do that? Well, obviously as moisture comes down the wall or off the camera, we're going to get it to fall down this cable, and it's going to drip off at the bottom of the loop, and that's going to give us more longevity out of how our connectors are going to not get ingress of water or moisture, and the same is not going to run back through there as well. So hopefully that's given you some background information. It's a 4 megapixel pan tilt, and it has a 3x optical zoom, 2 lenses, nighttime lights as well as IR, can work with an SD card in it or with the NVR. It is PoE powered, the model that we've got here. So hopefully that's been useful. Head on over to our YouTube channel. We've got plenty more box openings on wireless network and firewall devices. We've got how-to setup guides on how to set up the VIGI equipment as well. So subscribe and stay up to date.